Everyone, it is me, Peep Peep. I typically don't do news with stuff like this, but here is some news with a little mini newsletter for spring of 2024 for Undertale and Deltarune. Hello, esteemed gentlemen and gentlemen. Have the ideas of May brought you good tidings? I don't actually know if they do that. I don't think they do that. Anyway, we have a mini newsletter for you this month. So we got a nice sprite of Asgore and Undyne. Is that Alphys? I think that's supposed to be Alphys. Anyways. Deltarune development update. I have great news and other news. Oh, look at Papyrus. He's just so cute. Look at him. For the great news, thanks to increased management power provided by my new producer, we've been able to hire a few more people onto the team. Everyone's only been working on the team for a little over a month and a half, but it's making a real difference already. The producer's MO is, for the fans' sake, let's finish this before we become old and wrinkled. I agree. Instantly stops being wrinkled. The other news, Chapter 4 development is going better than ever. We are on track to meet our internal deadline. The new hires are already making a great difference to improve the atmosphere and feel of the chapter. I feel really good about this, champ. Oh, that's so exciting. Here's a current progress. Cutscenes. Only a few ones left. Some tough ones that need polish. Battles. All the attacks are technically done, but still trying to improve the flow of the bosses. Overworld. Still need to create around 10 maps. And finish and polish some other things. 10 maps. I don't really know what, a map is. I don't know what's considered a map. But that's exciting. Gimmicks. A kind of complicated gimmick nearly has all of its iterations made. Ooh. Then there's whatever needs to go in those 10 maps. And one more thing. A gimmick is something like a teacup ride from Chapter 10. Okay, so I think the maps are whenever you have one place and you go to the next, it goes into a whole new separate area. I think that's a map. After all that's done, everything needs to be flattened out with the steamroller of improvement and pacing. This takes an unknown amount of time. It is my hope that the next time I update you, a first pass of the entire Chapter 4 will already be at least halfway crushed by a steamroller. And at least some of the team will be moved on to Chapter 5. Ooh, that's so exciting because you get Chapter 3 and 4 all in one. But we don't know if it's going to be Chapter 5, 6, and 7. I think, personally, I saw a video about it. I can't remember who did it. But they said Chapter 5 and then 6 and 7. And I agree with them. I think that's how it's going to be. Because I don't think it would be 7 would be on its own. I just don't see it happening like that. The other news is, despite the game making great progress, we can't discuss the release date yet. Even if Chapter 4 is completed smoothly, there may be surprise factors, so we're not at the point where we can make a solid promise. That being said, we will let you guys know as soon as we can. We can't wait for you guys to see more of the moments for characters I've had in my head for the past 8 years. Also, if you didn't know, the first 2 chapters are free, and the next ones won't be, and I do wonder how much it's going to be. I'm thinking 5 to 10, maybe for both of them, or I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. In other words, the release is quite far, but also a very real thing that is weighing on us more and more with each passing month. Oh, isn't that so cute? Okay, interview with Papyrus, Q&A round 2. Round 2, and then we can have Tammy art. Surprise! It's time for another round of Q&A with Papyrus. He was originally asked over 80,000 questions, so there was still a lot more material to go through. And in case, enjoy. Read the interview. So we'll read that after. I want to read all this first. And there's Papyrus feeding everyone. Aw, so cute. Fallen Wing, a new song by Toby Fox and Camilla, plus Amain Kanata? I don't know how to say that. Have you heard of virtual YouTubers? I don't know who those people are, honestly. But this looks like the flowers in Deltarune, and it's like Papyrus in Deltarune. Where is he? I don't think it'll look much different, though. Recently, I had the opportunity to create a song for them of Hollow Live. Oh! A couple years ago, Kanata had played through Undertale for the first time on stream. Famously, she had a really difficult time beating Sans, fighting him for dozens of hours straight till she won. Personally, I was moved seeing her cry at the past's ending. I always liked her singing voice. I found it to be very distinct and kind of personal sounding, combined with her angel aesthetic. So that's basically stuff about that. So if you want to read it, you definitely can. And then there's the song. And here's this, look at them, they're all so cute. Conclusion? Oh, it's Sans. Like I said before, despite how much progress we are making, the release of the game is still far. I don't want anyone to burn out on waiting for this, but we haven't burnt out making it yet. Actually, the opposite. We're on fire! A lot. Ouch. Aw, this one's so cute. Okay, now let's go back up. Here it is, round 2. Do you argue a lot with your brother? How do you guys make up? Arguing? Huh. Can't remember ever doing that. What? Yes, we do. The two of us are the picture of peace. We're fighting right now. Guess because Papyrus is so easy to get along with. Of course I am. I love how Sans is not really arguing fully. It's really funny. Your best and most chewable skeleton feature. What? I have never been chewable. But if I was, I would contain every ingredient and nutrient. As for my best skeleton motion feature, it's definitely the very famous skateboarding video we filmed last time. It should be right. Hey! It's all chewed up. Who's been teething on my tricks? Gee, that's rough. Sans, how many times have I told you not to chew on my videos? I think 0. I see, then the culprit will remain a mystery for now. I think I might have a clue who it is. What? I can't hear you. I'm looking for my detective costume. What's the relationship with your tiny friend Flowery? Oh, my tiny friend Flowery. It's Flowey. Noir. Yes, my tiny and small friend Flowey. Whatever you say, Papayas. Who's that? Based on the name, it sounds like we would get along. I think it's really interesting that sometimes they'll have things like this where they don't really answer much. Fascinating to me. What is the coolest thing in your wardrobe? Let me walk and check. I got it. It's me. But what's the coolest thing outside your wardrobe? Ha! One step out and it's me again. What about inside and outside your wardrobe? One foot in, both. It's also me. What about inside and outside your wardrobe and also on top of your desk? Foot in wardrobe, foot on desk, me. And the ceiling. Hand on desk, foot on ceiling. Foot in wardrobe, me. And in your bed. Move the bed on top of the desk. Hand in bed, foot on ceiling, foot in wardrobe, me. And standing and just out of reach on your rug. Sans! Me. How do you feel about your brother getting included in a certain monumental fighting game when you're the one who's obviously put far more legwork into training? Okay, so that's Smash or something. What? This must be a fake and also joke message. Everyone knows my brother's too lazy to ever fight anybody. If he was, for example, put in a fighting tournament, he wouldn't even throw a punch. Instead, he'd probably trick someone into wearing a costume that looks like him. And while they were out there doing all the work, sweating and suffering from their grave combat, he would be bouncing backstage, chatting it up, eating conspicuously two-dimensional food, and cracking jokes about the battle like, I'm sure I sure am bad at this, huh? As a reward, his impersonator only gets a handshake. However, this is merely a theory of games, since after all, my brother would never be included in a... Hey, Papyrus, have you seen an invitation around here? Ah! Can you shoot lightning bolts, Papaya? Sorry, I think this message is intended for Flowery's friend. He sounds very cool, though. He can fire lightning. What should I name my new cat? A cat? You should call it Papyrus. But you should think of a custom secret name also, in case the both of us are in the same room. You can call me the secret name, and no one will suspect. Ooh, she has a talk sprite. You should totally name it Mew Mew. Mew. Silence, Papyrus. That's so funny. What's a circus? You are a clown! The place you work is the circus, and you sleep on the big bouncy ball at the back of the tent. Also, you have been caged for being too annoying. I get it. Are you going to read the question or not? I'm getting to that. You win $1 million. But you have to write in cursive for the rest of your life. Would you take the money? It's tempting. But think about it. Everything you ever wrote would have to be in some annoying, difficult to read font. If I did that long enough, everyone might even start calling me cursive. Think about that being named after a writing style. It's ridiculous. I much prefer just sans. Where did you get that expensive hat? I don't know. That is beautiful. I really wonder what font he was saying in. Anyways, that is it for the newsletter. I really hope you all enjoyed me reading these silly little things. And with that, I'll see you all later. Goodbye, everybody.